स्वागत है आपका फिर से आज मेरी डिक्टेशन में, जो कि होने वाली है यूपीएससी की 10 मिनट की डिक्टेशन। आपको मैंने बताया था कि जल्द ही हम यूपीएससी की 10 मिनट की डिक्टेशन देंगे आपको, जो कि ओरिजिनल वॉइस में रहेगी, सीधा एग्जाम हॉल। तो आज वही दिन है जिसमें हम आपको ओरिजिनल डिक्टेशन देने वाले हैं। तो इंतजार करते हैं कुछ मिनट, अगर कुछ बच्चे आते हैं तो ठीक, वरना हम डिक्टेशन शुरू करते हैं। 8 बजे का टाइम हमने दिया था आपको थर्सडे को। अब मंडे तक डेली डिक्टेशन मिलेगी, ट्यूसडे वेडनेसडे ऑफ रहेगा। और मेरे पोस्ट देखिएगा, जिसे नहीं आना होगा हम पोस्ट पे आपको बता देंगे। चलिए शुरू करते हैं आज की डिक्टेशन। यूपीएससी ओरिजिनल डिक्टेशन। टेन सेकेंड्स टू गो। 10 मिनट की डिक्टेशन रहेगी है। मैक्सिमम वॉल्यूम। स्टार्ट करते हैं। स्टार्ट।
Candidates, please get ready for the passage. Mr. Vice Chairman, sir, now I would like to draw the attention of the honorable members of this august house about the poor situation of cotton growers of our country. The poor cotton growers are laboring under depressed cotton prices. The farmers are forced to distress sale of their produce and at the same time helps subsidize the handloom weavers. What does the government propose to do to overcome such a situation? The Indian cotton producing farmer is as poor as the manual laborer. I am putting this question and I want the government's reaction thereto. They are not getting remunerative price for their produce, due to which they are moving towards other crops. The government is not paying attention to their plight and they are left to ruin. While replying to a similar question in this house, the Honorable Minister said that the government's price policy for agricultural produce seek to ensure remunerative prices to growers for their produce with a view to encouraging higher investment and production as well as safeguarding the interests of consumers by making available supplies at reasonable prices. The cost of cultivation and production of cotton is very high. These costs include the real factors of production and include all actual expenses in cash and kind incurred by the farmer, like rent paid on leased land, value of family labor, depreciation on farm implements, and other miscellaneous expenses. Mr. Chairman, sir, I now come to agriculture. Agriculture will continue to be a priority for the government. The total plan outlay for the Department of Agriculture and Cooperation is being increased by 18%. The interest subvention scheme for providing short-term crop loans to farmers at 7% interest per annum will be continued. An additional subvention of 3% will be available to prompt paying farmers. In addition, the same interest subvention on post-harvest loans up to 6 months against negotiable warehouse receipt will also be available. This will encourage the farmers to keep their produce in warehouses. Food security and agricultural development in the coming decades would depend upon scientific and technological breakthroughs in raising productivity. We have to develop plant and seed varieties that yield more and can resist climate change. The food processing sector has been growing at an average rate of over 8% over the past 5 years. In order to have a better outreach and to provide more flexibility to suit local needs, it has been decided that a new centrally sponsored scheme titled National Mission on Food Processing would be started in cooperation with the state governments. I would also like to discuss on women's participation in agriculture. In India, agriculture is an important component of rural livelihood. Almost 70% of India's population lives in rural areas as per Census of India 2011. Women play a pivotal role in all agricultural activities from planting to harvesting to post-harvest operations and in other allied sectors. Women's involvement in agriculture is complex and diverse. Unlike their male counterpart, women are involved in a wide range of activities in agriculture as well as at home. However, the spectrum of women's participation in agriculture has been changing with the changing profile of agriculture and development of non-farm sector. Women perform multiple roles in our society. As farmers, agricultural workers, and entrepreneurs, women constitute the backbone of India's agricultural economy. Worldwide, about 42% of women workers were engaged in agriculture. There is considerable difference in the nature and extent of women's participation across the globe. Despite being a major contributor towards sustainable livelihood in rural areas, the women workforce is considered an invisible entity and they face several challenges. Some of the major problems are women are invariably paid lower wages than men for the same work. Land ownership mostly belongs to men. They have negligible role in decision making, including various aspects of farming. They do not have access to credit as they do not have pattas on their name. Only 11% women have access to land holdings, that too mostly as small and marginal farmers. Due to inadequate access to education and technical knowledge, farm products are marketed commonly by men that leave women with almost no control over finances. To address the issue of women upliftment that will change the face of rural India, Government of India has taken various initiatives which include gender mainstreaming. It is one of the important pillars of national policy for farmers. It is an important document which mandated to take appropriate structural, functional, and institutional measures to empower women in agriculture and allied sectors by building their capacities and improving their access to inputs, technology, and other farming resources. National Research Center for Women in Agriculture was established for developing methodologies for identification of gender implication in farming system approach and developing women-specific technologies under different production systems. A gender budgeting cell has been constituted in the Department of Agriculture and Cooperation, Government of India, for looking into budgeting commitments and for bringing gender concerns on the center stage in all aspects of public expenditure and policy. As per the directives for the Women Component Plan, the state governments have been asked to ensure flow of 30% fund for the benefit of women farmers. Guidelines of centrally sponsored schemes, National Food Security Mission, National Mission on Oilseeds and Oil Palm, etc., stipulate that at least 30% expenditure should be done on women farmers. Sir, I come to water resources of the country. In view of growing demand, water is a precious and a scarce natural resource. The objective of the water policy is to optimize its availability for different purposes, especially for supply of water for agriculture, drinking, livestock, power generation, and various commercial and domestic uses. Efficiency in the use of water is very important, and that is the objective. Consequently, areas with high rainfall may experience shortage of water in other seasons.
उम्मीद है आपको ये डिक्टेशन अच्छी लगी होगी। 10 मिनट की पूरी डिक्टेशन थी। पहले हमने एक आपको 5 मिनट की डिक्टेशन दी थी, फिर आपको हमने फिर दूसरी दी थी 5 मिनट की यूपीएससी ओरिजिनल डिक्टेशन में। इस बार इसको हमने मर्ज करके जो ओरिजिनल इसकी 10 मिनट की डिक्टेशन थी, लेंथ थी, वो आपको ओरिजिनल प्रोवाइड की। अब जो नेक्स्ट यूपीएससी की डिक्टेशन होगी वो डिफरेंट होगी। वो फिर 5 मिनट की 2 देंगे, फिर उसको मर्ज करके एक 10 मिनट की देंगे। अब ये 3 नई डिक्टेशन आएंगी धीरे धीरे। आपको डिक्टेशन अच्छी लगी हो तो लाइक का बटन दबा दीजिएगा, क्योंकि बहुत ज़्यादा इसमें मेहनत नहीं लगती, लाइक दबा दीजिएगा। और दूसरी बात ये कि कल आपको डिक्टेशन मिलेगी इलाहाबाद हाई कोर्ट की लीगल डिक्टेशन, परसों मिलेगी सीएसआईआर की, और नरसों मिलेगी यूपीएससी की नई डिक्टेशन। तो उम्मीद है आपको डिक्टेशन अच्छी लग रही होगी, और रोज 8 बजे मिलेंगे। जिस दिन क्लास नहीं होगी उस दिन पोस्ट डाल दिया जाएगा, आप थोड़ा सा नजर रखिएगा। और किसी को कुछ कहना हो तो बोल सकते हैं। निष्ठा केसरवानी जी गुड इवनिंग, जागृति निगम जी गुड इवनिंग, ऋतु शर्मा जी गुड इवनिंग। और किसी का कोई क्वेश्चन हो, कुछ कहना हो तो आप बोल सकते हो। हम कुछ देर वेट करेंगे, 10 से 15 सेकंड। कोई भी क्वेश्चन हो आप पूछ सकते हो। बाकी ग्रुप में हमने 5-5 मिनट वाली जो डिक्टेशंस थी उसकी पीडीएफ ऑलरेडी डाली हुई थी, तो उसको कनेक्ट करके आप, ये 10 मिनट की डिक्टेशन सेम है। और 10 मिनट की जो अभी ओरिजिनल डिक्टेशन है, जो अभी हमने आपको यूट्यूब पे दी, इसकी MP3 हम आपको अपने ग्रुप में, जो मेरा अलग से ग्रुप चलता है, उसमें डाल देंगे। जो मेरा शॉर्ट हैंड डिक्टेशन का ग्रुप चलता है, नॉट बेस्ट शॉर्ट हैंड डिक्टेशन, ओरिजिनल डिक्टेशन हम आपको ग्रुप में दे देंगे MP3 फॉर्मेट में, प्योर वॉइस के साथ। तो आपको आनंद आएगा। बाकी कुछ किसी को कहना हो तो आप बोल सकते हो। सर इलाहाबाद हाई कोर्ट का सिलेबस, हाँ यार भूल गए थे, आज भेज देंगे, ठीक है। और कुछ किसी को? मिलते हैं अपने स्टूडेंट से 8:30 बजे लाइव मीट क्लास में। तब तक के लिए नमस्कार, बाय।